Good morning. This is Pastor Dan with his another installment of his daily devotions where he reads from the Daily Office book. Today's reading is from the Gospel of Mark. And in this Gospel, it's in chapter 8. It's kind of right in the center of the Gospel, right at the peak, where Jesus asks Peter, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter says, "You are the Christ." And anybody who claims that Jesus is Lord is faced with that same question. Jesus will, through the power of the Spirit, will confront you and will ask this question of you. And your heart will be compelled through the power of the Spirit to say, "You are the Christ." But then our sinful nature comes in just like the way it did with Peter. Peter then immediately wanted Jesus to be the Christ that Peter wanted him to be. He wanted Jesus on his own terms. And I think we do the same thing. I think that we will be confronted with Christ and we'll say, "Yes, you're Lord," and we will be happy with that. And then we'll go and be very quick to put Jesus in a box that we've built for him. We expect Jesus to be exactly who we want him to be. And see, the thing is that's beautiful. And this is a very early passage when I first became a Christian. It was really important to me. It says, "For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him will the Son of Man also be ashamed when he comes into the glory of his Father with the holy angels." I think we're all going to be confronted with the opportunity to confess Jesus is Lord to a world. But we got to be very careful about the wild nature of who this God is and how he is not easily contained, and that our expectations may actually be too small. And maybe what we expect or what we think Jesus is for is not what he is for. And what we think he is against may not at all be what he is actually against. I think the question is right. Who is it that you say that I am? And we're called to say, "You are the Christ." And then we aren't called to then put any more restrictions. We're just called to follow. We're called to listen and to pay attention. I hope you're having a wonderful quarantine. I hope everything's going well with you all. And blessings to you on this very unique time.